Hey there guys, what's up? Ragtter here, welcoming you back to Ladder Anxiety and Pokémon Showdown. Today's gonna be a bit of a different episode, and that's because there's a lot that I need to talk about, and I don't feel comfortable doing it in a vlog, per se. It's not to say that I dislike vlogging, but I think this is gonna lend itself a bit better. Because we can get some gameplay going, we can have some visual action on the screen that isn't dependent on me having combed my hair today, and focusing on the camera. That's the thing, because when I do vlogs, I have to look at the camera, then I've got to make sure I'm doing the audio right on top of being a visual. It's very peculiar, and it's fun sometimes, but it's also stressful. So I just want to do ladder anxiety because the point of ladder anxiety has always been stress relief. And I think the show has changed. And that's part of the reason why I want to do this. I want to talk about the future of the show and how it's come. And that's not to say that ladder anxiety is ending. In fact, I think we've kind of got quite an amazing thing going here. I think it has a lot of potential. But when I started out this show, I didn't intend for it to end up like it has. When I started it, my goal was to have a series that no one else on YouTube was doing, and I had never seen anyone do a kind of relaxing, very mellow Showdown video. Usually they're always very analytical, or they use very comedic characters to amp up the energy as much as they can. I had never seen anyone take a sort of ASMR approach to Pokemon Showdown before. So here I am thinking in my head that this could be a niche that I fill, and it could be something that could draw people in. And I sat down, and the first few episodes came pretty naturally. I basically put on like a Bob Ross character, and it worked out okay, honestly. Like, the views weren't great, but I was happy with my performance. I guess that would be a good way to put it. Because it is a performance, that's not really what I'm like. I am a pretty chilled out and mellow guy, but I have attack order, but no flying type move. Ooh. Ooh. That doesn't make me very happy at all. Okay. Well, let's see how much damage we can do. I'm probably gonna have to bring Hitmonlee in. Get that rapid spin going, but we'll see. But yeah, when I started out this show, I had the entire intention of like creating this character. Because Ragtter is kind of a character of Garrett, where Ragtter is kind of like me exaggerated in a way. Like, you're talking more to Garrett than you are to Ragtter right now, which is weird for me to say, and probably a little awkward for you guys to hear, but it's true. Most of the YouTubers you watch, when they are on camera, are putting on an air of sorts, and that's not a bad thing, it's just how things work, right? Like, normally, you don't get very... Or you can get wacky people in real life, but you don't get quite the zaniness that YouTube lends itself to, you know what I mean? So, when I wanted to do ladder anxiety, in my head, it was very much going to be that... What's he going to switch into? Switch into the Swampert. Can I get a burn? No burn. That's fine. I was very much going to fill a niche, and that was going to be, like, my thing. That was going to be my thing on YouTube. And as I did it more and more, I realized I wasn't happy with the content. It was a little too easy to produce. Which is not a good thing. When content is too easy to produce, that means you're probably doing too much of it, or you're not doing it right, because you should always be challenging yourself when you make content. So the fact that I could pump out like three of these videos in one night, that was very telling of the fact that maybe I was doing something wrong. And I think I was. I think I was focusing too much on creating a character rather than being genuinely entertaining. Like, I wasn't making a piece of content people wanted to watch. I was making something you would want to put on when you go to sleep at night. Which is not bad, but it is inherently flawed for a gaming channel. You should create, when you want to create a gaming channel, it has to be about your personality, because anyone can sit down and play a game. There are channels that have no commentary, just the game, and that's all they do. They sit down, they play that game, and it's kind of like a walkthrough, but with no explanation. Anyone can do that. It's not hard. So in order to stand out as a gameplay channel, you absolutely 100% have to make your personality the reason why people want to keep coming back. If you don't do that, then people just won't. And let's bust out Volcanion. I've never used this thing. I've got one. I think this could be pretty fun. He definitely outspeeds me. But can he do... I've got a lot of defense. I'm going to go for a substitute. May the chips fall where they may. Seriously, Volcanion is kind of cool. It's weird in terms of design, but I love its typing and I love its stats. I think this thing's gonna be really, really, really fun to play with as I get to play with it a bit more. I haven't really had the time, and that's the next point. Where because I was putting on that character, because I focused so hard on getting out as much ladder anxiety as possible, I think we're up to almost 40 episodes at this point. I burned myself out on it in a really, really, really bad way. And I started focusing on Pokemon Trading Card Game instead, because it was easier. It was way easier when I didn't have to do that character anymore. Because when I played Pokemon Trading Card Game, I could just be myself and I could explain things. Pokemon Showdown became associated with this act that I had to put on, and it really genuinely did stop being fun for me. Which is unfortunate, because Pokemon Showdown's a lot of fun. I'm sitting here, I'm just battling with a Volcanion right now. That thing just used Nightshade on me. What the hell, Xatu? Anyway. Let's go for Fire Blast again, because it's just gonna Nightshade. That would break my sub. So goodbye, Xatu. But yeah, like, I couldn't be myself when I established that character. And it took me a very, very, very long time to be able to be comfortable and sit down and say, this is what I want to do with my YouTube channel. This is what I want to do with my time. This is how I want to create my content. And I don't know. I guess it's kind of essential that I had to go through that phase where I had that character that I was sticking to, because otherwise I wouldn't have necessarily found my voice. So I don't know. I guess it's good that that happened. It's weird to say that because I look on those early videos and I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Just take a deep breath. Step back for a second. What are you doing? But honestly, it's kind of how I feel. Like, the first few episodes were a learning experience, and now I know that people respond that much better to me just doing what I like to do and doing what I do best, which is to say, being me. People like me, which is weird. It's weird for me to say that because I'm not used to. Gotta phrase this carefully. It's not that I'm not used to people liking me for me. It's that I'm not used to being an entertaining figure and having that be the reason people want to keep coming back. If that makes any sense. It might not. I might just be talking completely out of my ass here at this point. I'm gonna go for the Dark Void. Nice, and put to sleep immediately. Give me some of that HPs. And now we sub. So, God, it's just so weird to me how this show has kind of evolved, and I wonder sometimes if the initial episodes haven't put people off, because we are quite a few episodes into this. But it's weird, like some of the episodes have drastically higher viewership than others. I've got one of the Hearthstone videos I did. That's got like 1,300 views, which for my channel is a lot. It's a whole lot. And it's like part 37 of Ladder Anxiety. For a show that had like an established character and did things in an established way with an established game up until this point, it's kind of crazy to me that it can still do well. I really, like, it makes me very confident going forward on what I can and can't do with my channel. Like, something I have can reach outside my audience. Something I do can have an impact. So, I'm gonna put you to sleep. Oh, going for that protect, that's fine. So I don't know, where I am with the show right now, I'm happy. I was not happy doing the Bob Ross plays Pokemon character. Maybe that could work for someone who doesn't like entertaining as much as I do. But I like sitting down, and I like talking, and I like just doing my own thing. I like that so much that we're about to have a speed tie here. Oh no. Hopefully with Hitmonlee and Darmanitan I can still bring this back, but anyway. I really do like where I've ended up now. And I feel good. I feel really, really good about the changes that have been made to the channel that I might lose here. I feel good about where Ladder Anxiety is, where I can play Pokemon Showdown, where I can play the Pokemon Trading Card Game, where I can play Hearthstone, and I can have it be entertaining. 6 Ways to Sunday, I'm going to say GG. And that makes me happy, because I feel like, and I'll save that replay, that could be good for a commentary about the actual thought processes behind the game. But that's for another time. Basically, what I want to say with this is I have conquered a lot of my own anxiety from doing Ladder Anxiety. And while we have, while we have abandoned a lot of the formality that I made absolutely sure was present in every episode of Ladder Anxiety, I feel like we've come a long way. And I feel, I don't know. This is what I mean about wanting to do this with gameplay and not with a vlog. Because with a vlog, like, I would have to be looking at the camera right now. And what I'm actually doing is, like, scratching my head while I've got my eyes closed. Just because I'm trying to put my words into utter clarity. And I'm struggling to, because it's a weird topic. Basically, just to sum it all up, I started Ladder Anxiety. I was happy with the concept, I started doing it, and I burned myself out on it because of how hard it was to keep up. I started doing other things, and now I'm really happy with the stuff that we have so far. Like, I really like Ladder Anxiety now. It has once again become one of my favorite series to do. I hope it's one of yours, and if it's not, then that's okay. But that's going to be my question. If you have feedback for how I do this show, and for how we could improve it going forward, then please let me know with a comment. And, you know, leave a like if you enjoyed the episode, of course. But, genuinely, what do you get out of the show? Do you come for me? Do you come for the game? Do you come for how I talk? Do you come for my analyses? Do you come just because you think I'm kind of funny? And if you wanted to add something to the show, or if you had to add something to the show, what would you add? What would you take away? Like, you guys make this what it is. Make no mistake about that. So I want feedback. I'm not going to take every bit of feedback into account, but I want to hear it. Just because I have definitely come to understand the show better, and I want to know what you guys have gotten out of it so far. So, I am going to get going. I hope you enjoyed this bit of a ranty vlog without a video kind of style, but I feel good about this, so I hope that you guys enjoyed me getting this off my chest. So, I will see you guys next time when we return to Ladder Anxiety and whatever game we're playing then. Until then, be sure to take care and have a good one. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye! Why did we go into Arcanine? It has Intimidate too! What are you doing?!
What the fuck is... Alright, Hayden is now banned.
I didn't click that one that time. I didn't click Sucker Punch.
That one was me.